Come for the singing, stay for the news, back to the start again. It's Monday morning, it's 8:08, it's the 26th day of August. It is about 77 degrees, and yet I've got the chills, go figure, and it's Monday. And on Monday, we take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game sales, freebies, and, wait for it, bundles. Yes, bundles. And right off the start, we have a familiar face. It's SCP from our friend Zombie Mouse. I reviewed this a few weeks ago in June. This horror tabletop role-playing game inspired by the creepypasta SCP backrooms, liminal space. I can't even describe this thing that's just exploded. I mean, there's hundreds of stuff dedicated to it. The amount of work Zombie Mouse put into this game is amazing, and I hope it's successful. You can check out a free quick start of the rules over at DriveThru. I don't know what else to tell you about this already. I told you about it. It's the second edition. I can't say enough good things about it. So you got a quick start, and you got the link to the hardcover and stuff over a DriveThru, link down below, plus a link to my video. This is just a great, I mean, this is one of those things where, like, even if you never played it, the amount of research and resources that Zombie Mouse put into it is just amazing. So yeah, I learned shit. You know, just from reading through this. So it was very enjoyable. So thank you, Zombie Mouse, again for sending me a copy. And hopefully you guys will all help my friend out. Please, speaking of friends, we got a lot of love for Shadow Dark this week. I wonder why. Chris Powell has released the Shadow Dark Gauntlet, specifically for goblins, where you play 0-level goblins trying to survive a obstacle course. You then, of course, could use this to run any group of 0-level type characters and introduce the idea of funnels or gauntlets into Shadow Dark, because Shadow Dark's not deadly enough. Let's introduce the idea of funnels into Kelsey's wonderful game. Congratulations again to our good friend Kelsey for winning. D'Angelo Productions has also released some Shadow Dark goodness. They've got the Secrets of Fae Swamp, which features 4 new monsters. Everybody and their dog is jumping on the Shadow Dark bandwagon, and far be it from me. I'm releasing some Shadow Dark stuff. I have in the past. I will continue to. Of course, I was a fan of Kelsey's and Shadow Dark 4 years ago. So was I ahead of everybody? I don't know. Speaking of other things, hey, you ever heard of that Fallout thing? I don't know. It was this thing on Amazon that's like nominated for every award ever. Well, Stranded Publication has decided to take their own look at the Fallout mythos with a game called Rad Divers, where you play people in a post-nuclear holocaust, exploring and managing settlements and trying to rebuild in your apocalypse of choice, nuclear, zombie, whatever. If you prefer something a little more old school, the Basic Fantasy Project has released Fortress, Tomb, and Tower, the Glane campaign, a multi-module series of adventures set in Glane for your favorite OSR D20 game of choice. We've also got a adventure called The Fall of the Titans from Grimwolf, one word, where a disaster falls and befalls the godlike beings, and a bunch of 10th level characters have to go investigate. So, you know, what do you do when a god dies, kind of thing. Interesting concept. We have another one, this one for Dragonbane, which I think I'm getting a review copy of. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. This one's called The Haunted Tombs by, all right, I'm going to totally bastardize your name here, and I apologize. Le, first word, Pesagate, second word, de l'Imagine, P-A-Y-S-A-G-I-S-T-E-D-E-L-M-A-G-I-N-A-I-R-E. La Pesagate de l'Imaginaire. I don't know. It's a dungeon. It's called The Haunted Tombs. Lightning round, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new monster type thingies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new 5e subclasses. Remember, these 5e subclasses are now still legal, authorized, canon, hardback, click, link to canon. It's all connected, hardback 5e products because the SRD has been pushed back to next year for 5e, 6e, whatever you want to call it. And because Wizards of the Coast violated their own street date, there's some questions to the legality now of the SRD. That's still very, very vague. I'm not going to get into that because we don't talk about Wizards of the Coast on Mondays. But I mean, only Wizards of the Coast could violate their own street date. So yeah, these are all still legal. You could play them and nobody can give you crap about them. Moving on to sales, we have a GURPS anniversary sale, link down below, featuring a whole bunch of stuff for GURPS, 20% off. I have a personal connection to GURPS. As you know, it is a huge chunk of my gaming history, my gaming resume. GURPS Supers, of course, and GURPS IST, and several other GURPS projects. I was a huge fan of GURPS for a long time, like everybody else, until I wasn't. From the people who made the Alien role-playing game, if you haven't had a chance to pick up the first edition of the Alien role-playing game, now's your chance because the second edition is being play-tested / kickstarted by our friends over at Free League. So it's 50% off every single solitary thing that was made for Alien's first edition. So even though a second edition rules are coming out, all the supplements are still good. The weapons guides, the stuff like that. I kickstarted the first Aliens role-playing game. I still have it and the box set. Of course, I had a couple questions based upon information I knew about Aliens and the franchise, which the game didn't address. And I was like, wait, what about? So yeah, there's still some mysteries. One of the most current mysteries out of nowhere is the pilot from Alien, that mysterious creature. And now, of course, now that they've explained the origins of the mysterious creature, it sort of ruins the mythology. And a lot of people are saying now, don't explain, especially in the Aliens universe, cosmic horror, you don't have to explain. What was the pilot? Doesn't matter. Is Alien cosmic horror? Absolutely. What else counts as cosmic horror? Well, I don't know, but there's a whole bunch of cosmic horror type stuff for sale over at Drive-Thru. Drive-Thru has the cosmic horror sale, which includes Aliens, Delta Green, a whole bunch of other games. So if there's ever anything you've wanted to pick up that takes place in space and is spooky, this is all there, and it's all 50% off. We also have some other bundles. We've got a Cthulhu bundle for $26, the Hellboy bundle for $22, Octung Cthulhu for $30, Regency Cthulhu for $35, Mass of Cthulhu $21, and Never Going Home $21. So a whole bunch of bundles and discounts and anything having to do with spooky stuff, just in time for our favorite holiday, Halloween. Cosmic horror spookiness. Spooky. And then we've got some Wild West stuff. We've got the Wild West Train Static and Animated Battle Maps, Wild West Town Static and Animated Battle Maps for $20 each. So these are VTT maps, obviously, since they're animated, using holographic animation, because apparently that's something people feel it needs to bring back, huh? Remember when holograms were a huge thing in like the late 80s? We had the Visionaries and we had the scratch off holograms and we had the hologram covers, and just holograms were a thing. Gem and the holograms, So I guess these guys are now doing hologram animated battle maps on your VTT. Because your VTT isn't clunky enough, let's try and add animated battle maps to it. I can't imagine that is, Hey, Lower Decks, quite possibly the best Star Trek show on right now. Our good friend McGee Baker is facing down cancer diagnosis, and there is a bundle going out for to support that. This was from the McGee Games versus Cancer. It's on drive-through. All the funds will go to the treatment fund for help McGee Baker deal with their cancer, or you could just directly go to the GoFundMe for the cancer treatment for McGee Baker and skip the bundle. As always with the charity bundles, guys, if there's a charity you want to donate to, like Team Primetime, maybe just directly go to the charity's website and skip the bundle, right? I mean, do you need 10,000 role-playing games you're never going to play just because you want to support someone? I don't know. We've got the Jack Vance Dying Earth bundle that goes to support food banks. It's $18 and features the Inquire Jack Vance Dying Earth run. This is the DCC Dying Earth run. Remember, there's 2 Jack Vance Dying Earth inspired role-playing runs, one from DCC and one from another company. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of DCC, so I support that one. Aldrich Entertainment is still running their World's Largest bundle, which features, amongst other things, the World's Largest City and the World's Largest Dungeon for $13. It's direct relief, and it ends on September 4th. I told you I wasn't feeling good. The Mongoose 2300 AD second edition bundle is available. This is Traveler 23, specifically in the 23 million AD setting for $15. It goes to support direct relief, and it's a whole bunch of stuff for the Mongoose Traveler, including the Traveler core rules. We also have the Star Trek Adventures collection from Ophidius for $25. This goes to support Girls Who Code, a charity dedicated to helping young women, ladies, women, people who identify as female learn coding and other necessary computer skills, and features Lower Decks, which, you know, is the best Star Trek show on TV right now. We have the Beamdog with Owlcat RPG Masters video game bundle, which features, amongst other things, Baldur's Gate, Pathfinder Kingmaker, Neverwinter Nights, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and even Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. $35 is the most popular pledge, and it goes to a scholarship program for females seeking to get into college, or individuals who, identify as female. Free League has their RPG bundle for Alchemy available because they've announced they're no longer making stuff for Alchemy. So they're selling off everything while you can, before it's no longer available and before they discontinue supporting it. So after the end date, you'll still be able to use the VTTs, but you won't be able to get any new stuff. And that's $30. It's direct relief. It ends on the end of the month. Actually, I think it ends today. And that's about it. The only shout outs I would give out, of course, would be the GURPS, because of my personal connection with GURPS. I don't get any money if you buy GURPS, so it means nothing to me whether you do and you don't. I just have a personal, egotistical connection to it. So obviously I'm like, yeah, pick that up. And SCP from our good friend Zombie Mouse, because Zombie Mouse, it's just an amazing amount of work, and I can't say anything but good things about the SCP game. Just great resources, that I will definitely use if I ever run Modern or Horror or Supers again. That's it for this week's, but I have links down below to all the ones I mentioned, including my review of SCP and links to where I get these links. So if there's something I mentioned that you want to check out even further, you can always go to EN World or Humble Bumble or our DM's Guide or Drive-Thru or whatever, and check these out. Till next time, I'm the OG GM. Stay safe out there. It's Monday. We have made it through August. This means the countdown for Halloween begins.